Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Donna, and in today's video I'm going to show you what we have in our garden and part of our evening routine. So to start with, we have some jackfruit. So this one basically grows on its own. We do not plant it. When someone eats the jackfruit and then they throw the seed away, it just grows on its own. No need for weeding. Yeah, and it's a very nice fruit for those who have eaten it. Then we move on to our pineapple garden. I love pineapples so much. Yeah, so that's why we chose them. So for pineapples, you plant pineapple suckers, then they grow leaves to develop fruits. Then later on, they develop flowers, red flowers, that later turn into the pineapple fruit. So alongside that, we grow some plantain with the pineapples and some beans, but later realized that they don't thrive well when you add other things. You just have to grow them alone, and they mature and ripen in 5 to 6 months. That is 150 to 180 days. So that pineapple was ready and we're going to enjoy it. You have to weed them every month, so that is some work. Every month you have to weed the pineapples, if not they will just die. Then, like I said before, you can't add any other thing. They thrive alone. Then that particular type we do not spray or anything. Then we have beans. So the beans, when you're planting, you plant a maximum of 3 bean seeds. Then it has to be grown 1 to 2 inches deep, and there are no need for sticks or poles. So for the beans, you wait for 3 months and then you harvest. They also require weeding every month. Yes. Then you can eat them fresh or dry. So if you want to eat them dry, you first harvest them and then put under the sun for 3 days. Then you store and keep eating, or you sell some and all that. So beans can be grown with maize, and we also have some plantain in there. Yeah, for them they can survive with other things, especially maize. Then we also have some maize in our garden, as you can see. You also plant 3 seeds. Maize takes 4 months. Then if you want dry maize, you leave it in the garden for an extra 2 months to dry. Then when you're planting, you plant the maize 2 meters apart. And then you can use the maize to make posho, porridge, snacks, and animal feeds. So for us, we have some animals, and it's pigs. So we get maize feeds from animal feeds from the maize. Then in our garden we have cassava. Yes, so cassava is a staple food in Uganda, and it's drought tolerant, but it does not need irrigation. But when it grows in a very dry season, the cassava can be sour when harvested. It doesn't need any manure or fertilizers. It just grows, it thrives. Then they mature in 2 years, but harvesting can start in 1.5 years. Cassava can be grown in the same garden with beans, maize, green bananas, plantain, etc. And then you do not have to weed all the time. Like you can see, there is a lot of weed in there, but the cassava is still growing. So you only weed when you can and when you want. When you have some time, yeah, you can eat it fresh or dry the cassava and cook it. Also, you can dry it and make cassava flour for porridge or posho. Cassava leaves are also a delicacy in Uganda. You can be taken as sauce. Then the stems can be planted. Also, the bad cassava can be cooked and given to pigs. So we also have some simsim. As you can see, that is simsim. Yes, simsim can be used to make pastes, can be used as a sauce, can be used to make peanut butter. Yes, so that is all simsim, as you can see. Then over to the other side, we have sweet potatoes. So how do you plant sweet potatoes? You plant sweet potato leaves in a heap of soil. You create heaps of soil, then you plant sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are harvested. Yeah, the other side, if you can see, can be harvested before they make a year. If not, they start rotting in the soil and they are harvested after 4 months. You can boil them, you can deep fry them, you can sun dry them, then eat. Also, the bad ones can be cooked and given to pigs. We have some purples over there. Those ones we did not plant. They just grow on their own. When you eat, so the seeds they grow, they just thrive. Then down below, I think you saw pumpkins. We have a lot of pumpkins. They also thrive on their own. No need for weeding and all that. Then we have some mangoes. These ones were actually grown, but then there are those other local mangoes. You can't see them, but they're somewhere there. They grow on their own. This is much later in the evening, and I'm going to pick the goats from the bush. So this is part of my evening routine, getting the goats, putting them inside. So yeah, enjoy as we take the goats inside. I did not show you, we have some avocados. I think you have seen. We have a lot in the garden, but I did not have enough time to show you everything. But when I see something, I'll tell you about it. So this is avocado. We also have some other trees. We have green bananas as well, a lot. Yes. So this goat is very stubborn. Actually, all of them, they are all stubborn. They keep pulling me. At some point, I even have to just run with them. You see there, I had to run because I was tired of it pulling me, so I had to run with it, and yeah, finally it's in. So we tie it and then we go back to pick another one. Goats don't need a lot of work. As long as you have a bush around, you just take them out. But you don't take them very early in the morning. You take them out at around 10 or 11. When we usually take them at around 10 or 11. But mostly 11 when we are back from the garden. Sometimes even midday, because you cannot take them out very early. So you just take them to the bush. You keep changing. Today, if you take them to a certain corner, The following day you take them to a different corner, like that. They feed on their own. Then in the evening, when you bring them back inside after tying them, you give them some water, and that's it. And maybe also cleaning their house, but on this particular day we did not get time to clean. There was a lot going on. As you saw in the morning, we were in the garden. That's why I managed to show you what we have in our garden. We were in the garden doing some work. We are also collecting grass and food for the pigs, and also our own food, and digging and weeding. So we are done with the goats. So it's after some hours. That is the grass that we collected in the morning for the pigs. This is like the 4th time they are feeding. They feed a lot, so you keep giving them whatever you have. You give them. They don't get satisfied. That's the truth. So if you have some jackfruit, you give them, they eat that. Then also banana leaves, you just bring them and cut out the leaves only, you leave out that middle part, they eat that as well. Then grass, so we collected that grass in the morning. We collected a lot of things for them, but we kept the grass for later in the evening. But they ate jackfruit. They also ate some food. We had some potatoes that were bad, some cassava, so we boil that in a big saucepan. Then sometimes add the animal feed and we give them. That's what they also eat pawpaws. So the pawpaws that fall, the pawpaws that are too ripe, we give them, because there are too many. There are so many pawpaw trees, so we can also give them. We give them banana peelings, but they eat them best when boiled, the banana peelings. Then the grass, they just eat it fresh like that, like you can see it. The banana leaves, they eat fresh, so if it's boiled or steamed, they will not eat. I don't know what else haven't I talked about these animals. They're not really high maintenance. As you can see, they just enjoy. They enjoy having grass. Just look like that. Yeah, you just, so after feeding them, you can give them some water, or when you're giving them their food, the boiled food, you add a lot of water. Then the other thing, we don't usually put salt in their food. We just give them like that. So if it's leftovers from our food, we make sure to add a lot of water so that it doesn't have salt. Yes. And yeah, they're good. It's good business for those who want to start. Right now, it's I think we are now done with feeding the pigs, and it's getting late, so it's time to go and start preparing our dinner. For dinner tonight, we are going to have some pasted fish. We are going to pound nuts and then add some fish, dry fish, with sweet potatoes. So we are going to start making that in a few minutes, but I did not record the entire cooking process because it was already too late and it was getting dark, so I did not record much. I only recorded when we are pounding the nuts, and that was it. So that's what we're going to do next. Just have to do that. Then if you want to make it spicy and tasty, you add some fresh local onions, and if you want some chili in it, you also add the chili in there. Then you keep pounding, and yes, you start cooking when it's ready, and add whatever you want to add. So thank you so much for watching. Kindly subscribe, like,